but I put the lid on there. It's always best to like dry your lid on your piece or wrap them together. Because if you leave your lid like separate, it'll probably dry out too much.
Shrink at different rates, right?
Well, I'm gonna trim it now. And so I wanted it to be perfect little trimming consistency. And so you can see like I threw this off the hump and just cut it off, so it's really rough. And so if I was gonna trim this, I can just trim it like a little bowl shape, right? But I can't put that on the wheel, so I could devise some kind of chuck. Those are called chucks underneath the table there, or use some clay some way. But the best way to do it is just to use your pot as the chuck. So I'll center this pot and hold it down with some clay and then trim the lid. So when you make the teapot, you want to throw, if you can, it's best to throw everything at the same time, and then dry your lid and your teapot body, everything to the same consistency, trimming consistency. Then finish your lid, then trim your teapot body, then put your spout on, then do the handle. So lid, spout, handle.
Where's the body in there?
Lid, trim the body, spout.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't have to trim, right, based on your
Handle.
if you do it in any kind of other order, you're probably going to regret it. Because you kind of need to have that step done before you move on. It's more stable before you trim it, actually. All right. And then I'm going to like give this just a little bit of a push so that it sticks there. I don't have to hold any clay. And this is where, what did I do with it? Our new, these trimming tools do short work because I have tons of clay to trim there. Right? It's really rough too. So the tooth side of that tool really does a good job.
If you wanted to leave that flange, you would just hollow it out, right?
Yeah, I guess you could leave that. This might not be the best teapot lid shape because it's not going to have a lot of like everything extending down into the teapot.
But it's got a good gallery to sit in.
But it's got a good gallery to sit in. I don't have any other lids. It's going to have to be suffice. Yeah, but it's good to show the different style. But one thing is I won't trim it super thin. It's not like this super light, thin wood. But I can trim this part in because that's where the knob is. And it has that little dome. And then here's a cool thing about trimming it on the teapot itself. In 1 second, I'll show you. Finish this move here.
The inside won't break? Yeah.
I guess it could if it was weak. The gallery. Yeah. The gallery, yeah. The gallery, I guess, needs to be stable enough to do this, yeah. You don't want to do it in a stickier.
It's not
So,
pressing too much. I'm just pressing lightly.
yeah, I don't know. I'm pressing pretty good. Yeah, it's kind of stuck. We'll see how it goes, right? And I can kind of see how thick the side is there. If I flip this over, the lid will probably sit up a little bit because this is sitting. So if I can see that that's sitting on the gallery down there, I can trim this down so it's, if I want it to look pretty much at the edge. Whereas if you're not using your teapot to trim on, you don't have any like visual reference. It can still work. But see this, I can trim this down. See where my left hand is and what it's doing? It's like I have it over the whole thing and it's just gently resting there. If the tool caught, this would catch my lid. So whenever I trim, I always try to keep a hand on top of the piece, just in case something goes wrong. It's not going to fly off. When I trim with this, it might spread the lid out a little bit on the corner. So I'll come in here. And then, so it's getting closer, but I had a little gap, so I think that's probably pretty good. You can use wooden tools, like this wooden knife. So, a little bit of crumbs here. I'm gonna just leave that texture on the inside of the lid. But here, if I want this smoother, you can smooth out surfaces while trimming with your wooden tools. You guys ever do this? It's good on the foot, or in this case. And then I want this to be, actually, you flatten it out a little bit. So it's got a little angle to it. Back over here, I need this to be flat. So it sits on the gallery. So that, you know, when you trim it, exposes the grog and leaves kind of a rough surface. You can push that grog back down with a wooden tool is the best thing. You use your finger too. The wooden tool really compresses it. But don't go crazy doing that. Like you might be like, wow, this is cool. I can do my whole piece. The glaze doesn't really like that. It doesn't stick because it's too smooth. Sometimes. And so it's fine to do it on spots that you're not going to glaze.
A little bit of wiggle.
Yeah, this lid will probably shrink a little more than the teapot because it's kind of on the thick side. And also it's maybe a little bit wetter than the teapot because the teapot's thinner, it's pretty dry. So I feel like I'm on the safe side. And then while I'm here, I have a little edge that I don't like right there. I'll just use the wooden tool